Hey, Motorman here. I'm at Newport Richie Harley Davidson, and I'm about to take this bike for a ride. This is a 2017 Softail Slim, and it is a special bike in that it's got the 110 Screaming Equal motor. They came this way. That means it should have as much power, I would guess at least as much as a 107 Milwaukee 8. This is a twin cam. And this particular bike has got some nice extras on it. By the way, it's 8,800 miles. It's got Reinhardt's. I would imagine those are Bluetooth speakers. Windshield. Very nice shape. $13,995 they were asking for this motorcycle. And at the last 3 days of the month, they're going to have specials on a bunch of used motorcycles, so you might even save some more off of that. Or you can come in right now, buy this bike, say Motorman sent me, and get 500 bucks off that price. So let's take it for a ride and see what it's like. And before I go any further, a lot of people ask me how I'm getting these really nice video shots of the side of the motorcycle and the back of the bike, etc. And how I'm doing it is I don't have a film crew. Some people have accused me of having a film crew follow me. I've got an Insta360 camera. That's how you get these different views. I just move this mounting piece around wherever I want it, depending on the shot that I want it. And if you ever get one of these 360 cameras, I implore you to also get the glass clip-on lens cover, because if you screw up one of these lenses, as I've done, it's going to cost you a fortune to get it fixed, and you've ruined the lens. I've tried on one camera buying a new lens and getting it fitted in there. It's like a 3 or 4 hour job for somebody like me, and it was a nightmare. So don't get the stick-on ones. They fall off. I found that out. But this type that clips onto the camera works perfectly. If something happens and you screw up or scrape that lens, the clip-on lens, you just get another one for like 25 bucks. Minimal instrumentation. As I said, I believe these are Bluetooth speakers. Well, first thing, we're going to take it out back and check maneuverability. Handlebars turn pretty far from lock to lock. Like most Harleys, maneuverability is excellent. That's the board scraping. This is a low motorcycle, so I think these had like 26 degrees of lean angle, so you got to keep that in mind. But the floorboards do fold up quite a bit, so even when you hear them scraping, you can go a little bit further. Plenty of power. Plus, this bike is fairly light as far as heavyweight cruisers go. I believe it's 670 pounds. So that 110 motor doesn't have very much weight to push around. The exhaust sounds good. It's loud. Would it get annoying on a long trip? Yeah, for me it would. But some people, it doesn't bother them. They kind of like that. I really like the looks of this bike. The only thing I would change, if they'd asked me, was to put a full fender on the back instead of the chopped or bobbed fender. But you know, that's the look of a bobber, and that's what this bike is. Good upright riding position. Bars are placed just right for me. Betting if you're 5 foot or more, you're gonna be able to easily touch the ground on this bike, because like I said, it is low. Can Can you still have fun on the twisties with a bike this low? Sure. Just got to go a little bit slower. When you hear those floorboards start to scrape, that's a warning. It says don't go any further. Now on a perfectly flat road, you can go further, like I said, because those floorboards will fold up a bit, give you a couple of more degrees of lean angle, but out on the street, not all the roads are perfectly flat. So that's something to think about. Lots of power, lots of torque with this motorcycle, no question about that. Turns in really nice. These bikes were made in limited numbers. Don't know exactly how many, of course, and it's not like, well, we're going to make 1,500 of them, but I know most of the Softail Slims had the 103. Later on, when they went to Milwaukee 8, I believe they still made this bike with the 107. This is a easy motorcycle to ride. When I say easy to ride, what I mean is it doesn't take any getting used to, especially if you're already riding a heavyweight cruiser. You'll feel right at home on this motorcycle. Ride is on the firm side, that's the way it should be with a bike like this. Oh man, I could cruise all day on this bike. Seats feels comfortable. Like I said, upright riding position. I'm not having to lean over to reach the bars like I do on my Lowrider S. It's just a really great motorcycle to ride. It's fun, it's fast, handles well, very maneuverable, and I think it's priced right, especially when you consider it's got that 110 motor. So if you were thinking about getting a Softail Slim, hey, hustle down to Newport Richie Harley Davidson, tell them Motorman sent you. He'll save you 500 bucks. And like I said, the last 3 days of the month, they want to move out a bunch of the used motorcycles, so you may save even more money. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little review. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification bell so that every time I come out with a new video, you'll be notified immediately.